When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. on the attack first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his target down the middle. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So Maryland's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance.
Oh, he's got some space. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
This time it's complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Shoots his way for more. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Wormley. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Trojans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Washington. Right on the money. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. Dances away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Off-play action. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he won't come close to the goal line after the catch. How about that stop as the defense takes over? Back to throw, it's Washington. Got his man on the right.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a loophole.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Florida Atlantic. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's McConnell. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's McConnell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it... trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Wormley. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense.
Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Jordan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Fields. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's McConnell. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. No,
you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rushes on him.